Hi everyone! Today I'll be showing you how I created my September bullet journal setup, including a mood tracker that looks like a sunflower. It's super cute, as well as my weekly spreads. So let's get started. So my bullet journal is from Michaels, and it actually came with a notebook that already has the weeks and months in it. So I just made this little September wreath that I found on Pinterest right there, and I think it came out pretty cute. So I already wrote September. This is like a monthly spread kind of thing, and you can write in the month, and I wrote the year as well. And so now I'm just gonna go in and number all the days and decorate a little bit. Alright, so after I numbered all the pages, I really wanted something that I could use throughout the month of September, and I already have a habit tracker and a savings tracker, so now I wanted to create a mood tracker. And so this is the page that I'm going to create my mood tracker on. I tried to do some watercolor flowers, but I ended up hating the way it looked. I promise I'm better at watercolor than this. So I just ended up gluing a piece of paper over top of the page and then got to work. So as I mentioned earlier, I was doing a sunflower themed mood tracker because I'm really into sunflowers right now. And so I'm just using this roll of tape as a guide for the inside of my flower, like the little brown part. And then I'm finding another lid or cup or something to create a guideline for the outside of the flower, if that makes sense. Just so I know like how large and small to make the petals. And then I actually accidentally started writing habit tracker here for just a second. But you're supposed to write mood tracker unless you want it to be a habit tracker, but mine personally is going to be a mood tracker. And so I just wrote that right on the top. I know some people prefer to write it in the center, but I just figured I'd write it on top if I have the space, which I did, and then below you'll see later that I wrote the key. So now I'm going to start drawing on the petals. I needed 30 of them because there's 30 days in September. You can pretty much do this for any month, actually, as long as you space it out enough. I honestly forgot that I was going to need 30 petals until I started counting like halfway through, but it ended up being alright. Alright, so next up I decided to outline everything with a black felt tip pen. I just decided that this would give it like more of a pop and have it stand out better, especially against the white background and the yellow petals that I was going to do later on. Alright, so everything was going great up until this moment. I actually made a huge mistake. I started coloring the petals in before you're even supposed to color them. In a mood tracker, the thing is you have to color them as the days go by. So that way you can tell, oh, if I have all light yellow petals, that means I had a great month and I was happy every day. But if I have all dark petals, usually it's a mix. So anyways, I colored all the petals and I realized that in a little bit, and you'll see that. So I had to do the whole thing over again. I tried to save the center because that took forever for me to do. You'll also see that in a second, but I ended up having to do the whole thing over again, so enjoy me doing this twice. Alright, so here we are again with a new mood tracker. This time I'm outlining it again, all the petals, the center. And instead of coloring in the petals this time, I'm just going to be coloring the center, which I should have done the first time around. Alright, so after finally finishing the center, I decided to go over Mood Tracker with my black Tombow dual brush pen. I'm still trying to figure out how to use the black one. I feel like I prefer the stiffer brushes rather than the ones that are a little bit more flimsy. So that's why this doesn't look the best. But anyways, I decided to go over that with the brush pen and then tracker with the other end. After, I decided to go in with my black felt tip pen and just number all the petals 1 through 30 for each day in September. So finally, thank goodness I'm almost done with this, I decided to make a key, and mine was pretty simple. I just created 3 little boxes, one for each color of the petals that I'm going to be doing later on, and color has a corresponding face. So light yellow is going to be happy, which means a good day. Medium yellow is going to be like okay day, and then dark yellow is going to be pretty crummy day. So hopefully I have mainly light yellows. Cross your fingers for that, especially through the school year. Alright, so last but not least, I am numbering the page and adding it into my table of contents. That's it for now. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to follow me on Instagram at LetteringBujo, and if you want to know what pens I used, I made sure to link them all down below in the description box. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye!